Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are doing well. Today I am going to show you how you can upgrade your Wazuh server. Either it's a standalone or the virtual machine. First of all, I am going to show you currently what Wazuh server version is running. Every time you log in your Wazuh GUI, it will take a bit time to get things ready. So from here I am going to show you currently I am running 4.5.4 Zabbix server. So I am going to upgrade it to the latest. Let's browse Wazuh installation. Click on the first link or the URL available. If you see, the Wazuh currently have the 4.8 version. So we are going to upgrade our Wazuh server to the latest version. So let's move towards the installation and upgradation of the Wazuh server. I am going to type on my browser Wazuh upgrade. Here is the upgrade guide Wazuh documentation from the Wazuh. This is the upgrade guide. The guide includes instructions to upgrade the Wazuh components. Let's check this. Check the compatibility matrix section to learn about the compatibility requirement between the components. Upgrade the Wazuh central components. Let's see if we have the same. No, we don't have the same. Okay, this is how we are going to upgrade our Wazuh server. This is the guide we are going to use. Upgrade the Wazuh central components. So let's access our server. Okay. Preparing the upgrades. In the case Wazuh install in multi-node cluster configuration, repeat the following steps for the every node at the Wazuh repository. You can skip this step if the repository is already present and enable on the node. Currently, I am going to upgrade my Wazuh server which I have installed on a single node, single machine, single virtual machine, or a single server. Uh, Many videos, if you see on my channel, I have uploaded the videos for the cluster installation, multi-node installation. I have done 2 node installation, 3 node, 2 server installation, 3 server installation, Wazuh master, Wazuh worker base installation. So the Wazuh is guiding us that if you have the Wazuh server on the multiple nodes, you have to repeat these steps on the multiple node. Currently I have a single node, single server, So I am going to do these steps on the single node. Stop the file bit service and Wazuh dashboard service if installed in the node. Yes, we have these services installed on this node. So what we are going to next upgrading the Wazuh indexer. Note that the upgrade process doesn't upgrade per plugins installed manually. Outdated plugin might cause the upgrade to fail. To ensure the compatibility with the latest Wazuh indexer and Wazuh dashboard, please update manually install plugins accordingly. For additional information, check the distribution matrix. I haven't installed any plugins yet because it's the fresh installation, so I am going to follow these steps available on the website. The cluster remain available throughout the upgradation process in the Wazuh indexer cluster with multiple nodes. The rolling upgrade allow for shutting down of one Wazuh indexer at the time for the minimal disruption of the service. As a first step, remove the SS40 index template, replace Wazuh indexer IP, username and password before running any command. So we are going to do this. I have the password and the username and the IP is what. This is my Wazuh server IP as I have shown you, and the username is the admin, and the password is password, and press enter. Okay, we haven't installed this template, so we are going to move the next step. Then repeat the following steps for the Wazuh indexer node. Disable shared allocation. I haven't this share allocation. Stop non-essential indexing and perform a sync flush. Okay, check for this as well. Going to type it manually. This is the username and the password for our admin user. Okay, done this. Now we are going to stop Wazuh indexer. The Wazuh indexer has been stopped successfully. Now we are going to upgrade our Wazuh indexer. If you see, it has automatically got the version 4.8.01. We are going to press yes. The download size is 743 MB. After the download, it will install the Wazuh indexer components. We have to wait until this download and installation process gets completed. The ETA estimated time of download is about 4 minutes. The 56% has been downloaded. 78% done. The download depends upon the internet speed available. You have currently I have 2.6 MB per second average here in my country. Maybe it is slower here. You have the higher download speed you have in your country. The download has been completed. Now the installation process will be started. It take about 5 minutes to get this installation complete. Download complete. Now the installation process has been started. The installation process of Wazuh Indexer has been completed. What we are going to do, we are going to restart the Wazuh Indexer service. The Wazuh Indexer service will also take some time to get restarted. It has been started successfully. You can check the status as well it is active and running. Now what is the next step? Check the newly upgrade Wazuh indexer node join the cluster. Okay, we can check for the cluster based scenario. Let's see what we got results in this scenario, because we have the single node running currently. Yeah, it is up for the single server. Re-enable shared allocation. We haven't disabled any location, so we haven't have to enable the location. Check the status of Wazuh indexer cluster again to see if the shared allocation has been finished. We are not going to follow this step because we haven't working on with the cluster based installation. We are working on a single node installation of Wazuh server. Now what is the next step? Upgrading the Wazuh server. When upgrading a multi-node Wazuh server cluster, run the upgrade in every node to make all the Wazuh manager nodes join the cluster. Start with the master node to reduce server time. Upgrading from Wazuh 4.2x or lower, create the Wazuh operating system user and group to replace OZEC. To avoid upgrades conflict, make sure that the Wazuh user and group are not present in the operating system. Right? Upgrading the Wazuh indexer. Now we are going to upgrade our Wazuh manager. The setup size for the Wazuh manager is 298 MB and the estimated time for the download is about 2 minutes. It will be completed in a while. The 50% download for Wazuh manager has been done. If you see, it has also picked up the version of Wazuh Manager 4.8.01, the latest one. After that, if the configuration file was modified, it will not be replaced by the upgrade. You will therefore have to add the setting of the new capabilities manually. More information can be found in the user manual. Configuring vulnerability detection. If upgrading from version 4.7 and earlier, edit configuration file to configure the new vulnerability detection module as follows. I haven't changed any of the vulnerability detection. I haven't enabled or disabled any vulnerability detection, so I am not going to change any of the setting. Now what is the next step? Configure the indexer block with the detail of Wazuh indexer host. During the upgrade, if the indexer configuration does not exist in this file, a default indexer configuration is automatically append to this configuration as a part of new Wazuh block. By default, the indexer setting has one host configure. It's set to this as highlighted. Yeah, we haven't have the cluster, so we are not going to change Replace this with your Wazuh indexer node IP address or host name. You can find this value in the file with configuration file. If we want to confirm, we can check the download and installation process has been completed. Now check for this configuration file. What is the tag we have to find? Okay, we haven't have to change any of these settings. Okay, ensure the file bit certificate and key name match the certificate file in this. Okay, we can check for this configuration file as well. We have already that IP in our file bit configuration file. Okay, if you have Wazuh Indexer cluster, add a host entry for each one of your nodes. For example, in two nodes configuration, I am not going to follow this step because we haven't have the cluster running. Vulnerability detection prioritize reporting to the first node in the list. It switches to the next node in case it's not available. Save the Wazuh Indexer username password into the Wazuh Manager key store using the Wazuh key store tool. In the case you have forgotten your Wazuh Indexer password, follow the password management guide to reset the password. Okay, if we follow the installation guide, let's see what will be the steps. We have these. Indexer username and indexer password. Save the Wazuh indexer username and password into the Wazuh manager key store using the Wazuh key store tool. The default step-by-step installation credential are admin and the password is also admin. Okay, we are going to run these commands. Right, and the password for the admin I have changed that, so I am going to, if you guys gets confused, if you remember in the previous version that we have created the key store, this was the older syntax. We have this admin username and admin password for our Wazuh. So this is the newer syntax. We have to replace this and this with the default Wazuh GUI username and password. So I have replaced the password with this password because I have changed the admin password earlier. That's why I have done this. Now what we are going to do, configuring the file bit, download the Wazuh module for the file bit. So I am just going to copy this command and run this command. All done successfully. Download the alerts templates for the latest Wazuh server. Okay, done. Okay, we have to add JSON and in the end it's done. We have to provide some permissions. And now we have to start some services because we have stopped the file beat service in the earlier, so we are going to start these services again. It's active and running. Upload the new Wazuh template and pipeline for the file beats. Okay, let's check for this command because I haven't done this before. Okay, upgrading the Wazuh dashboard. Note that the upgrade process doesn't update plugin installed manually. That yeah, we are familiar with this. Configuring option might differ across version. Follow these steps to ensure a smooth upgrade. Backup the to file to save your setting. Upgrade the Wazuh dashboard. So we have these configurations currently in our server for the dashboard. I have copied this file to save as they have guided. So we are going to remove this file now. Yes, and now we are going to upgrade our Wazuh dashboard. Now we are downloading and installing latest dashboard version as well, 4.8.01. The download size for the Wazuh dashboard is 275 MB and it will be downloaded in 1 minute, about two, and then it will get installed. The download process 73% completed and will be completed in a while. The download has been completed. Now it has started the installation of Wazuh dashboard component. Now we have to edit this configuration, new configuration file according to our requirement. So what are the instructions? If you used to remember what we have to do. So, server host, the settings specify the host of the Wazuh dashboard server. To allow remote user to connect, set the value of IP address, DNS name of the Wazuh dashboard server. The value 00 will accept the available IP address of the host. Okay. The URL of Wazuh index instances to use for all your queries. The Wazuh dashboard can be configured to connect multiple Wazuh indexer node in the same cluster. Because we haven't running any cluster and we have to add the IP address for our dashboard and the IP address of indexer node, which will be the same because we are installing, we have the Wazuh server installed on a single server. Okay guys, after the start of Wazuh dashboard service, I forget to tell you an important point earlier, that if you have read this instruction during the upgrade from this, if indexer configuration does not exist in this configuration file, the default indexer configuration file is automatically appended as a part of this. By default, the indexer setting has one host configure. It's set to this. Replace this value with Wazuh indexer node IP address or the host name. You can find the value in the file bit configuration file. So we have to edit this object.configuration file and find the host tag and replace the 0.0.0.0 value with our Wazuh server IP or the virtual machine IP. I have already done that. Over here in the end, you have to replace this value and save this configuration file and run this command as this point to restart the Wazuh indexer to take changes place. So now I am going to access my Wazuh dashboard, Wazuh GUI, and now I have to log in with my default username admin and the newly created, I have changed the password earlier, I have told you guys. I have to log in with that username and password. There you go. The dashboard has been totally changed. We have many upgrades in this Wazuh newer dashboard, Wazuh server. We have change of menu and here are some options and many more. This is how you can upgrade your Wazuh server to the latest version or 4.8. I have show you earlier in start of my video that I was running 4.5 point something Wazuh server. Now I have upgraded this server and if you see, this is the latest version of our Wazuh server and the GUI has been totally upgraded. Some more features has been added. This is how you can upgrade your Wazuh server to the latest version. Hope you guys understood my scenario configuration guidance, and please like and subscribe my channel and share with your friends, colleagues and students. Please support me. Until then, stay blessed, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.